The murderer? The real criminal of the DL6 incident? It was me!
Never have we seen before a man who's been declared not guilty turn around and ask for more, confessing to a different guilt.
He's admitted to his crime.
Order!
I told you he was slime.
Order!
He won't go free this time.
Order!
Your Honor, I confess to the murder of Gregory Edgeworth, the statute of limitations of which ends today.
Who killed Gregory Edgeworth? Was Yanni Yogi wrongly accused? Who killed Gregory Edgeworth? How has justice been abused?
Order! Order! I confess this incident is completely unprecedented. I'm not certain how to proceed.
It is simple, Your Honor. We hold a trial. Right here, right now.
Very well. Is the prosecution prepared?
Always, Your Honor.
And the defense?
I'm sorry, Wright. I've wasted all your effort. You don't need to stay.
I need a moment to get my case ready, Your Honor.
Nick, what case? Mr. Edgeworth's already confessed.
I know. Edgeworth, I don't believe you.
What?
A nightmare isn't evidence, but this is. I'll prove your innocence. Trust me, I'm not giving up on you just yet. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Who killed Gregory Edgeworth in the son orphan himself? The case is set to expire today. If they don't solve it now, it'll die upon a shelf.
Very well. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth, in this very courthouse. Testify about this matter to the court.
He's already confessed.
What else is there to say? He killed Gregory Edgeworth.
Shh!
That day, I had gone to the courthouse to observe one of my father's trials. I don't recall very much, except that my father lost, and that the prosecutor was Mr. Von Karma.
Von Karma was there 15 years ago as Gregory Edgeworth's courtroom foe. What a coincidence, who could have guessed? 15 years later, he's here for the son's arrest.
As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator with the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. The bailiff's pistol.
Hold it! Did you know at the time that it was a pistol?
I don't know if I knew what it was, but I think I knew it was dangerous. But the air was so thin and they were fighting, I panicked. I picked up the gun and I threw it at the bailiff. I heard a single gunshot and a terrible scream. That's all I can remember. I wasn't even sure of that until today.
A gun in the hands of a panicked child. Can he be blamed if the shot went wild? A single gunshot, a single scream. With the lack of oxygen, could it have been a dream?
Hold it! Edgeworth, you're sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, there's nothing else. My next memory is of waking up in the hospital.
I've got you, Edgeworth. I've got you. Honorable members of the court, Miles Edgeworth recalls hearing only one gunshot, and yet the case file states that the murder weapon was fired twice. Furthermore, this photograph of the crime scene shows 2 bullet holes, one in the heart of Gregory Edgeworth, another in the elevator door. Now I ask you, where did the second bullet hole come from?
A bullet hole each in the victim and the door. 2 gunshots recorded, no less and no more. Little Edgeworth fainted after hearing just one. Who else was there who could have fired the gun? Who killed Gregory Edgeworth?
The first shot, fired accidentally by the young Miles Edgeworth, struck the elevator door. At this point, Miles fell unconscious. Therefore, the second shot, the shot that killed Gregory Edgeworth, must have been fired by someone else.
But who could this someone else be?
The real murderer, of course.
Who killed Gregory Edgeworth? The bailiff said it wasn't him. The son's memories clearly dim. Who killed Gregory Edgeworth?
Objection! I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, let me call your attention once more to that little case file you love so much. Right there, on the very first page. What does it say?
No other evidence was found at the scene.
Precisely. No second bullet was found anywhere near that elevator.
But the bullet hole
could have been made at any time.
What?
Without a second bullet, the case falls apart. Only one was found in Gregory Edgeworth's heart. If the gun was fired once or twice as Wright proposed, then Miles Edgeworth must have done it, and the case is clearly closed. He killed Gregory Edgeworth.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to have wasted the court's time with this farce of a cross-examination. We're done here.
I must say, it seems the prosecution is correct. No objections, Mr. Wright? Mr. Edgeworth?
None, Your Honor. Everything Von Karma has said is true.
Nick!
Miles Edgeworth, you confess to killing your father?
Yes.
Come on, Nick! It's time for a turnabout!
It feels as though I've been here before, on the day I first entered the courtroom hall. I should be saying so many things, but my mind's gone blank and I can't begin to think.
Object for Mr. Edgeworth. Come on, be strong and don't let your spirit break. Not yet.
What?
Object,
Yeah.
don't let it break. The second bullet must have been taken away.
Taken away? By the murderer?
Gregory Edgeworth. The gun, there's only one that finds the gun,
Your Honor, it's time for the verdict.
Who killed Gregory Edgeworth? His son.